Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet on October 23rd. This is the NASDAQ quarterly contract. And the first thing I'm going to do is turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro. So let's see where all our lines are. Here's the New York Midnight Open, and this red dashed line is the Sunday Open. And we have previous daily low, which as you can see has already been taken out. So I can actually take that line off. We have the 8:30 opening price, and then we have the 7 a.m. opening price. This dark gray line here starts the silver bullet hour, and then the shaded area of the start of the New York AM Killzone. Okay, so let's go in here and we can turn off the previous day high and low here, and let's see Asian session, see what has been. I'm just looking behind here, see where the lines show up, and see if it's been taken or not. So let's see, go back here. Obviously the purple line here, the Asia low has been taken, but the Asia high has not been taken. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on. Because that still has liquidity resting above this line. Okay, so now let's turn on the London session. Let's see where London session, if it has London high, obviously the low has been taken, so we'll cross off the low. New York Killzone yesterday. Wow, that's today's Killzone. It'll show it right there. Obviously we're coming into that, so we may take that. We'll leave that on right now. AM session, that's from yesterday. New York lunch, PM session. Okay. All right, so let's go with the AM session from yesterday. See where it's at. So it's already been taken. The sell side, buy side's way up there, so we don't need it. New York lunch. Let's see where New York lunch is at. There's the low. The high has not been taken, so I'll leave that on there. Low, and then the PM session has been taken. Oh, PM. Buy side hasn't been taken, but the sell side has, so we'll turn off the low. Okay, so let's see. All our liquidity levels are now on the chart. Okay, so ICT says, look at the liquidity levels, find out where price is heading to, and trade in that direction, right? That's basically the silver bullet model. Find the previous day high, low, session high and lows, previous week high and lows, new week opening gaps, things like that. Find your liquidity and take a fair value gap in that direction. Basically is what he said. So we have all our targets above these lines. Our liquidity is resting there. But what do we have here so far? We have this low has already been taken out, so I'm going to mark that. Sell side liquidity has been taken right there. Okay. Then I see a market structure shift right there. Okay. Now if I pull a fib from low to high here, I want to see where my projections are. 2.5 is right around here, which is what I'm really targeting. It could go all the way up to 4. So I want to see, and that's kind of right where New York lunch and PM session buy side is resting. So right around these big levels, we have some major liquidity around them. So that's kind of what I'm targeting. This will be the first one, is what we'll be targeting, and then we'll see if it plays out to there. Okay. So let me just put these like this. Now let's see. We have a low, a high, a lower, a low. Broke through, so we have a breaker right here. This could have been an entry, but it was 2 minutes before, so we couldn't take it. So if we come back into this breaker, I will go take it to go long. Okay. That's what I would be targeting. Okay. I'm going to buy 2 and I'll sell 2. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not taking a partial, so if it trades back into that breaker, I'm taking it. That's what we've got going on right now. Okay, I'm buying 2. buying 2 right there, and I'm going to target the middle of these London and Asia high right here, which again, if you look at that, is 95.5 points. So my OCD would want, I'll just go like that, an even number. Okay. So let's see how it plays out here. Okay. Okay, took out New York Killzone high. I don't really like it that way. I really like seeing the double movement versus the automatic. You get more of the movement. Heading towards the Sunday opening and the New York midnight. Been trying to use more standard deviations for projections, and I think they work well with session liquidity as well. Also been learning more about the market maker models. So I've been backtesting that a lot and seeing that better. So I use a lot of standard deviations for projections on that as well. So be using that more and more. Basically, you're pulling this from the manipulation leg here, and that's how you're pulling your standard deviations. So close. All right, well, I have to close it, but it's going to close me out right there. So I guess I'll flatten it there because I have no choice, but that would have took us out right there. So now let's see if it goes all the way up to the New York lunch or not. And take it out PM buy side that we had up here, we had marked up here. And it eventually does, I believe. It's the 4. There you go. There's your 4 standard deviations right there. Takes it out. So you could have had a higher one if you left a runner, which is something I'm trying to target better. It's 186 points, right? I'm happy with 97, thrilled with 97. But let's just move this here so you had your targets here. All right, so let's remove the position. All right, we came to the charts and we saw that we had sell side was taken. We went to the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator and we pulled all our session liquidity, daily highs and lows, and our session liquidity, and we found that we had several liquidity targets to the high side, and we just took out a major session liquidity, sell side liquidity down here. We had a market structure shift, came up, and we had a breaker block formed. That all was before the Silver Bullet hour started. Okay, we pulled our manipulation leg standard deviations, and we had 2.5 right above the Asia high and the London high, which we know there's a lot of liquidity right there, and 2.5 standard deviations is a great target. If it goes past 2.5, it usually goes to 4. So once it did this, we were kind of aiming to see if it's going to go to 4, and it took, quite a while to get to the 4. But our first target and our target was here, and that was 97 handles. So when Silver Bullet hour started, we came down and we entered on the breaker block, and our targets were the London and Asia high for 97 handles, and we got our TP. All right, so that is your Monday, October 23rd, AM Silver Bullet using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.